Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to format your cover page for your APA style paper. So the first thing you're going to do is open a blank Word document, and I'm using Word because the functionality is better for some of the formatting in your paper, especially the reference page. So I recommend using Word and not Google Docs for this. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have 1-inch margins at the top, the bottom, and both sides. So the default in Word is to have 1-inch margins, but if you want to double check, you can go to the tab up here that says Layout, and then over here on the far left it says Margins. I'm just going to click on that to show you where it says Normal. And you can see it says top, bottom, left, right. They're all 1 inch. So just leave it there. If it's not there, then select this one. So say it was here for some reason on narrow, you'd go up here and click normal. You can see the cursor moved in a little bit. So it's 1 inch. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. The next thing you're going to do is go back to the home tab up here, and you're going to select a 12-inch or 12-point font. And I suggest using Times New Roman. It's widely accepted for all kinds of purposes. So it's not a time to be fancy. We're not doing bold. We're not doing italics. We're not underlining. We're not using fancy script. We're just doing Times Roman 12-point font. Okay. The next thing that you're going to do is check the word space, the line spacing. So the lines should be double spaced. If I go into the paragraph section up here, you can see a little box pops down. And I'm going to click this little down arrow. Okay, so line and paragraph spacing. Choose how much space appears between lines of text or between paragraphs. So it's always going to be double spaced for your paper. So we're going to click here. It says 1, 1.15, 1.5. So we want two spaces, 2 lines. Okay, double. So again, it's up here, this little down arrow, you're going to select 2. All right, so now we have the correct font, we have the correct margins, and we have the correct line spacing. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the Insert tab. You have to have page numbers. So we're going to do Insert. And there's all kinds of choices here, but I'm going to go over here, farther to the right, where it says page number under header and footer. So the page number is not going to actually be in the body of the document. It's going to be in the header. So I'm going to click page number, that little down arrow. I want it at the top. It gives me more choices, but I want it at the top to the far right. So you can see plain number 3 is the selection that we want. Okay. Now, in order to go back to the body where I can type in my cover page, I have to click close header and footer. So I'm going to close that, and there we go. So you can see that number 1 is over here, and the cursor is back in the body of the paper. The next step would be to center your text. So I click under that paragraph section, I click the centered. There's a little box that tells me it's centering, the center tab. And then I'm just going to go down about 5 returns. So enter, 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 enter. So the top third of the paper. Okay. The first thing you're going to do is type in the title of your paper. Okay. So you notice when I'm typing this that I capitalize all the important words in this title. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is type in your name. And you're going to put in what department this is. The Department of Social Studies and your school. So your teacher may just want you to put the school name. They may have you skip this altogether, but I'm including all of these things in case it's requested when you're in college by your professor. Okay, so Olmsted 156. Make sure that I'm typing correctly. And then the title of the course. Mr. Bucknowski is your teacher. Okay, so you can see you have to put all this information on the cover page. So the title, your name, the school and department, the title of your course, the teacher's name or professor's name, and then the date you submitted it. So today's date, you're going to write it out like this, November 15th, 2021. Okay, so that's what the date should look like. You want to write out the word for the month, okay? And there is your cover page.